Alright, YouTube. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm back again. This time it's on a video that I haven't found on YouTube, and I look pretty good. I know a lot of people use this, but I'm going to show you exactly how I'm going to mount it. I think most people are doing it this way. I'm just going to show you. Alright, so what I got here is I got the Tejas fan shroud for the 454, the big block radiator, and the cap and everything. I've got two of the spal 13-inch spal fans, and I also just went by Harbor Freight and picked up the Doyle 10-inch rivnut setter, and I am going to build my fan shroud now. And I'm going to put it on probably a little fast forward mode, so you're not seeing me twisting this thing around, moving it all around and getting everything lined up. But once I get everything lined up, before I drill the holes, I will explain how I did it and why I did it that way. Alright, catch you back here shortly. Alright, so that didn't take long at all. So what I did was just set both fans down around the pre-cut out holes. On the spal fans, as you can see, there's like a little flat surface, flat side on it. So I utilized both of those to bring the fans closer together. But I just set them in place, looked down, and centered the fan in the hole. And then I've marked my holes already now. I just used a permanent marker and marked my holes. I'll show you. Got both fans marked. And I guess another thing, what I did is I made sure I kept the wires running downhill. Probably a better angle here. So what I did is I kept the wires running kind of down at an angle, because I'm going to run my relay kit on my driver's side of the truck. So both wires coming down at an angle. I will probably maybe fasten this one here, and then this one I can fasten on here, or either shorten it and fasten it, either way. But I've got all four holes marked. So I got one in the blue tape. I wasn't gonna pull the tape off yet because the edges are really sharp. I'm gonna hole, 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 and hole. And I am going to put you on time warp again, and I'm gonna get the holes drilled and get ready to start putting them rivnuts in, or nut certs, or whatever you want to call them. All right, catch you back in a few. Alright, so what I figured so far is I'm using the 1/4 inch rivnut, and I have got 1/4 by 3/4 inch in length bolts that I'm going to use that I bought at Harbor Freight also. They come with lock-in washers also, so I'm put a flat washer and a lock-in washer, or just a lock-in washer on, depending on how long it is. And then I'm going to those are what I'm going to use here. I use my mic. I mic'd this at like 0.34 or 0.35 or something like that. So the only drill bit that I had that was gonna work for me is a 3/8. So I'm gonna pilot drill hole all these, probably maybe 3/16, and then I can put the tip of that 3/8 in there, and get my holes drilled for the rivnut to go in and seat in place, hopefully. I don't know, I've never used any of this before, so I'm gonna let you know how it goes regardless. All right, I'm gonna put you back on time warp, and we'll see what happens. All right. All right, I guess I'll do a tool review also on this dually while I'm working on my dually. So it came. This was brand new. I just bought it today, but it came with the M8 in it. I had watched a YouTube video on this thing, so I mean they're out there. But you just you unscrew the cap right here. And then you unscrew, open it all the way up right here, and then you unscrew this one right here. All right, and then you pull this little guy back right here, and then you unscrew this one. And that's how you change out your little tips for which size nutset you're using, or rib nut. But this little collar, when it fits over it, if you don't have it just spun just right, it won't fit. So you turn it back a little bit and it'll fit right over it. But not hard at all. If I figured it out, anybody could figure it out. Just close it up, open this back up, put the cap back on it. And I think you're supposed to tighten all this up. So let me go ahead and tighten it all up. Tighten. All right, now we're about to we're gonna insert one of these things, and hopefully I don't screw anything up. But the 3/8 work perfect. So, but I'm gonna put something under this and bring this up a little bit, and we'll get started. So I'm just going to put the nutset on here, spin it down, pull it. So you do have to have it open when you spin them down. You gotta spin them down with it open. So put it in, stay level as possible, and then downward force, and close it up. See how that works. So you just spin this right here to release it. That's cool. All right, awesome. So I showed you one. Let's stick a bolt in there. Oh, that's sweet. All right, I'm gonna put you back on time lapse, and I'm gonna knock the rest of these out. I think I've got 7 left, so I'll knock those out, and we'll hit back. Alright guys, that was it. Very simple. I'm going to give you the rundown on it real quick. The finished product. I just snugged the bolts tight. We'll just snug them. I didn't tighten them. I'm going to take all this apart. I've still got to paint my engine bay, motor mounts, trans mounts, fan shroud. I got a lot of painting to do. My engine block, I still got to paint. My transmission, I still got to paint. I got a lot of paint to do. So, but I'm gonna pop it up right here and show you the rundown on it. Man, it turned out amazing. For those of you who don't know about the Tejas fan shrouds, I've been told they're amazing and they work fantastic. This would be my first run with them, but I'm giving them a shot for sure. Everybody in the LS swaps, especially the square body world, is using these fan shrouds. If you want to spend a little money and make a really nice build on these, but also, let's see. I do want to show you something that I was a little confused. When I went to my truck and was trying to figure out which way this fan shroud would go. I was thinking that these would be on top. I was mistaken. These actually mount at the bottom of your mount, like the bottom of the radiator, not on the radiator, but where the radiator sits at. And these, and that's your top hole for the center of your cover that goes over the top of your radiator that holds it in place and bolts to your firewall. And there is, let's see if I can tape off of it, holes right here and right here on the other side to mount up top. So there's 3 bolt holes up top and 2 at the bottom that mount this thing in. And I actually went and I got everything whipped out of my truck right now, but I went and set the radiator in place, which I need to replace, but I set the radiator in place, set the cover on top of it, set this in to make sure, because I would have mounted this wrong. I would have figured these would have been at the top. But just so you know, there you go. All right, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Please like, subscribe, follow, whatever, all the good stuff on the YouTube channel, and support what I'm trying to do. But as you see, I still got the engine, got all kind of parts, transmission, heads, all the old accessories, all the good Tejas mounts and trans mounts, all ready to go in this thing. So keep an eye on me. All right, thank you.